Hey, and we're live. Hey, Tom, how's it going, buddy?
Hi, Tom.
Heard you guys got some snow, man. Actually, I saw your pictures. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
very crazy.
I don't know where everyone's at.
Yeah,
It's going to be a short show then.
most likely it will be. Be a very short show.
Yep. Oh, gosh. Well, how was your week, Kim? Oh, wait, we do that after we get everything going, don't we?
A few inches overnight.
Okay, cool.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't too major. It was major, but not overly major.
True.
So, at least it was just a sprinkling.
A dusting.
Yeah, a dusting and not a whole downpour.
Yeah, right. A fucking blizzard.
Exactly. Afterlife is one of my favorite movies of 2021.
Yeah.
Agreeable.
All right, let's go ahead and get on the other side of the show and we can get going.
Sounds good to me.
It seems like on all the right buttons again. Welcome to Use and Views. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And we don't have it up, but this is episode 152, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes.
And Hannah jumped in the chat.
She did.
Hey, Hannah. Welcome.
Oh, there's Luna Girl. Hi, Luna Girl.
There's Luna Girl. Yes.
Here's DB. Hello,
DB. DB. All right. Everybody's showing up. And, yeah. So how was your week, Kim? I got these on for a reason. You'll find out in a little bit.
That's fine. It was actually pretty smooth this week, considering all things considered. It was pretty smooth.
All things considered, I'm
doing just fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. I fucked that lyric up. Jesus Christ. Well, damn. I had fun too over the weekend. I got to hang out with some of our friends and got to go to an auction.
Yes, you did.
Picked up a Sony Blu-ray player, 3D Blu-ray player.
Yes.
For $8.
Not bad.
No shit, not bad.
Tom's asking if there's any snow in PA. Yeah, they're carrying on their own little conversation now.
Of course. That's what's great about the chat. They carry on their conversation while we have a conversation.
Exactly.
I love it.
I do too.
Yeah, and again, like we were mentioning earlier before we got on this side of the show, that Boise did get some snow.
Yes.
Hannah, did you get snow up in Elko? By the way, we're down here sweating.
We are. Yeah, we are. Our temps have now started to creep towards the trips.
Oh yeah, I guess I could show off the shirt I got on Saturday. Huh?
Yes, you might want to.
All right. Or should I? No, I should wait.
Yeah, we'll wait.
In case. Well, no, because if they watch it later, they can see it, right?
That's true. They can.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull the microphone away.
There's the shirt.
There we go.
Rogue One Radio.
Oh, there we go.
It snowed in Nevada last year. Yeah, I figured it
would. Let's talk about weather and throw them way off. Yeah, right. Sunshiny and hot. Actually, no, it got windy last night, so
it did.
We didn't get no rain or nothing, but it did get windy, dropped our temp about, let's see where we at right now. 73 degrees. So we're a little off.
Yeah, but it still seems hot.
Oh,
and just as well.
And now Nicole's in the chat.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll do it again.
Okay, show Nicole.
I'm sure it's one of those things where I was actually standing up
Yes.
and doing it at the time because you know how it's all.
Oh yeah.
There's a fucking delay.
Yeah, there
which
is.
throws everybody off.
It does. Nichols is love it.
Oh, she's like, okay. Well, oh well, I showed it again.
Hey, that's fine.
Anyways, other than that, yeah, you've been working.
I have.
And like I said, I got to go have a little fun this weekend. Got to go out to an auction, which was fun.
Yes.
And again, like I said, I got a Blu-ray player for $8.
Yes.
Can't beat that.
You can't. You cannot.
So, I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It is.
How close is Elko to Duck Valley?
Going fishing there in a few weeks, wondering about the weather. I don't know.
Well, Tom, Northern Nevada weather is wait 5 minutes and it will fucking change.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest packing for extreme fucking cold just in case.
Yes. It's a couple of hours, Tom. Okay.
But this is from coming from living from Northern Nevada my whole life.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I would pack just in case it gets extremely balls cold.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, in one day you can hit extremely cold to extreme heat.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. We literally were at a 4th of July parade in the early 90s.
Yes.
Where during the parade for 4th of July, we had snow flurries.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Your picture's coming through very dark, Scott and Kim. So we don't have enough light.
Okay. Let's see.
We're going to fix it. Thank you.
Probably because we're off. We're back a little bit from the settings panel. There we go. Darkness, no parents. All right. Give it a minute.
Yeah. Give it just a moment here.
All righty. Time to play around. Settings here. Let's play with the brightness a little bit.
Okay. Let us know when it's okay.
Are we better?
Is that better?
We're doing this shit live.
Yes, we are.
I need that button. We're doing it live.
Yes, we are.
Better.
Right, okay, cool.
All right. Well, okay. So let's explain. So with a Mac, you don't, or even with a Mac Mini, you don't have control when you plug and play a fucking camera in. You don't got no controls.
No, you don't.
You don't get to have any controls like you do on a Windows machine.
Yes.
So I literally had to download an app to play around with it. And
afternoon, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Sure, you can see the top of it.
Yeah, you sure can.
But yeah, so sorry if I made it a little too dark. That was my bad. We were playing around with it. Or I should say I was playing around with it.
Yes.
So all right, we'll take that down. And yeah, but yeah, that was pretty much my week. And then of course we watched Ghostbusters Afterlife for the first time.
Before we go into it, we got business to take care of.
I know.
Yes.
When you say that, you want to say that in the mic.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, I'm drinking coffee. What? Well, yeah, it's iced coffee, but it's coffee.
Yeah.
Fun. Here we go.
Exactly, Steve. All right, let's go ahead and get into this business. So let's take that banner off. We can do that one right now.
Now.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Hey, rewrite this, so I should have, but I didn't.
Thank you to our Patreons, Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy.
You know it says patrons.
Patrons, sorry. Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy, Don Dillis Nuchsolski, Brady, Big Levin, Hannah, Mikey, Brandley, Case, and Nicholas Schaefer, which is our newest one.
Well, join our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/usedabusedpod.
Search for Used and Abused Pod on all your favorite podcasting apps, including Apple, Google, Audible, Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. And there's a lot of them out there.
There is. There is a lot of them out there. We're a proud member of the Red 5 Network. Go to red5network.com to find more exciting podcasts. And of course, you know me, I am never fucking ready.
No.
We do this every goddamn week.
I know. we should
And
really.
yet, but see, the nice part is I can actually pull it up really quick because I was actually on the search or the notification button. So later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Rogue One Radio will be doing Moon Knight
episode 2
and Autism Acceptance Month with Megan from One Autistic Galaxy. Awesome.
Very awesome.
Of course, we have not watched Moon Knight yet.
No, we haven't.
Her fault.
I told you could watch it, and then I would watch it when I got time.
Okay. Hold it. You told me that last night.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. To find all 37 Red 5 Network podcasts, go to bio.link/Red5.
And
you know what? You know what we really need to do?
What?
Really just need to have a Red 5 spot.
Yes, we do.
And invite pretty much the Red 5 God damn it.
The secretary?
No, she's not a fucking secretary.
Or
oh my God. The curator of a Red 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let her tell everybody what everybody's doing on Red 5 Network.
Yes.
Anyways, check out the Cantina family. That's the Sidebar Cantina. They were live Monday night and they talked about Dune, the new one.
Yes.
And the Escape Pod goes live tomorrow night. And I believe they're doing the Big Lebowski.
They are.
Which unfortunately is another fucking movie I have not seen.
I guess you're just gonna have a movie day, aren't you?
Well, check this out. So, one, I hadn't seen the new Dune.
Uh-huh.
2, I was fucking still asleep.
Yes, you were.
Then I wake up, and after the weekend on Monday night is doing Uncle Buck, and I'm like, fuck, I've never seen this movie.
You've never seen Uncle Buck?
No!
Oh, you're missing out.
I understand this.
So yeah, that is a good one.
I remember when it came out, and I remember I wanted to see it, but it just never had a chance to.
Oh, you'll love it.
And so I never saw that one. And now the Escape Pod's doing the Big Lebowski, which I've never seen that one either. I'm like, fuck. Between trying to do our show and keep up with all this other stuff, it's like, and I'm not even seeing half these fucking movies that everybody's doing. You know, it's like when most of them all did the ones that Kevin Smith did.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
I had never seen any of them.
Uh-huh.
I've seen bits and pieces of them.
Okay.
But I never seen them.
Okay.
So that's my bad. You know, unfortunately, when the 90s rolled around, I mean, first of all, we lived 53 west or 73 miles east of a fucking movie theater. So it wasn't like we were gonna go to a movie every fucking week. And when the shit came on, when it came on VHS, you know, rentals, it was probably something else. I mean, especially the 90s. I mean, Hannah was, in 93, Hannah was born. So, you get more kid movies.
Yeah. And we only had like one video store.
Well, yeah, in Battle Mountain, we only had one.
Yeah, we only had one video.
No, we had 2.
I know our video was one of them.
Okay, we had 3 then.
What were the other 2?
Yeah, Cinema Sound was first.
Okay.
Then WeWorld.
Yeah.
And then our video.
Yeah, but WeWorld and Cinema Sound.
No, they were all 3 were still there in the 90s.
Well, I know eventually they closed down because I know WeWorld closed down because WeWorld was not only a video, but it actually was originally a sewing fabric store.
Yes, that's what it started out as.
Yeah, because we used to go fabric shopping.
Okay. We're supposed to be in the... Okay, you ready to get back to the business?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. All right, you ready? Anyways,
Sure.
you find the Sidebar Cantina and the Escape Pod. Escape Pod? Oh my fucking God.
The Sidebar Cantina and the Escape Pod on YouTube and your favorite podcast apps.
Check out the Orange and Fit Show on Spotify. And fuck. Hold on, I can pull up Spotify. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Yeah, I can. Nope. Yep. Nope.
Are you able to pull up Spotify or not?
That's what she said.
Okay, whatever.
I've got it. And their latest episode, as soon as I get up to the top here, was episode 25, and that was on the Boise Fry Company.
Yes.
Sweet. Cool. Anyways, check them out on Spotify. Also, check out Sweet Studios, Big Swede's Excellent Adventure, and Tactical Swede, only on YouTube.
Don't forget to smash the like button. And if you are new to the channel, click subscribe and then click the bell to be notified when we go live.
You can find News and Views on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
You can email us at usedandabusedpod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Our website is usedabusedpod.com. There you can find all of our links to all of our episodes. And I really fucked that all up. I get on you for not reading what's on the screen, and then I fucking don't do it. Link to our YouTube videos, including replays of our live shows, link to our merch store, and link to our Patreon tab, which is under the donate tab.
You can leave a message. You can leave us a message and also click subscribe to be notified by email when new audio only episodes are available.
The funny part is, you think we hadn't done, you've been doing this pretty much 3 fucking years now.
I know.
I've been doing it for almost 4. You think we have never done this shit before?
I know. We're just totally messing everything up.
Fucking. And then I don't even have the sounds up. That sucks.
Please get your shit together.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Call our hotline at 928-719-0749. That's where you can leave a message.
And just to give you guys a little tidbit, I actually called this earlier today. Here we go. You ready? Sure. All right, then it doesn't work. Fucker. What did you lose? Did I lose my fucking Bluetooth? Oh, I might have, because I fucking...
You didn't even have it up. Because don't you have to have it up for your cell phone?
Yeah, but I left for a minute to go check the mail.
Oh, that's right.
And I took my phone with me, so once you get so far away from the Bluetooth, it disconnects.
Yeah.
And connect, please. Please connect. Thank you. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. I'm going to try it again.
Hey, this is Scott from Using Abused, and you can give us a call too, right here on the Using Abused hotline. You can dial 1-928-719-0749. And just so you know, I'm doing this from my Apple Watch. Anyways, back to the show.
There we go. Kim didn't hear it, but that's fine.
You can now turn it down and move.
I will turn it down. For you a second.
Got it.
Anyways, want to call us, leave us a message, go for it. We will play them live on the show, just like I played that one live on the show.
Yeah. You can go to tpublic.com and search for Used and Abused Pod, all lowercase, for our merch store. There are t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, face masks, onesies, coffee mugs, etc. And we need to really get a couple more designs uploaded.
As a reminder, all links are in the show notes, pinned to the top of our Twitter page, and go to bio.link/usedabusedpod. I put it in the damn show notes.
Nice.
Finally.
Anyways,
let's give a shout out to the chat. Start at the top. We have
Tom in there. We've got Hannah in there. We've got Steve in there. We've got Dragon Buddy. We got Luna Girl. We got Nicole.
I love how I said starting at the top and you just start popping off. Anyways, and now I'm scrolling down and probably lost everybody. So that's why Kim's like, I don't know where we're at.
Well, you know.
All right. I think that's everyone. Anyway.
I was to say thank you for joining us.
Yep. And since Kim always does it at the end of the show, I'm going to do this one right now at the beginning of the show, or close to the beginning. If you are new, click that subscribe button like we mentioned earlier, and click like on this video. And make sure you click the little bell to be notified when we go live.
And leave us a comment if you like our show. In the comment section below. In the comment section below, or call us on the voicemail.
Anyways. All right. So. We got any news?
Yes, we do.
We do?
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, yeah. So time to bring the show down a notch.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually going to read the tweet I retweeted from his family. And this it was a message or a picture with Gilbert Godfrey on there. Anyway, it says, "We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our beloved Gilbert Godfrey. After a long illness, in addition to being the most iconic voice in comedy, Gilbert was a wonderful husband, brother, friend, and father to his 2 young children. Although today is a sad day for all of us, please keep laughing as loud as possible in Gilbert's honor. Love, the Godfrey family."
Stonebleeds needs the number up again.
Okay.
Can you put the number up again?
Yeah. Second. There it is.
So
Again, that's 928-719-0749 for our hotline or voicemail.
yes.
I just call it a hotline.
Yes.
I mean, if we really got cool about it, we could get a real hotline and then leave tidbits.
Yes, we could.
All right. Well, I'll leave that up there just a minute for a bit.
Yeah. And
yeah, definitely.
the most-
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rest in paradise.
What he's most known for is the bird on Aladdin. I can't remember the bird's name. Iago. Hey, I was gonna call him the bird on Lion King.
No, he's not Zazu.
No, he's Iago.
God damn, man. I mean, Kim. Oh, yeah, it was dark.
Yeah.
Dang. Sorry. Thanks, Kel. Sorry. So let me let everybody know, like, during the show, I put everything on Do Not Disturb. So I don't see shit. Which is bad because I should actually have certain people through so they can message me while we're doing the show. But I apologize on that one. And I guess it does affect the Apple Watch too. There was something else I'm going to bring up.
I don't remember what it was.
I don't either. Besides, I guess real quick, I guess we can go sports related.
Okay.
Holy shit, what a fucking race.
Which one are you talking about? The one
The only one we watched.
Oh, the one in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for F1?
Tell you one thing.
Holy
I'll tell you
shit.
one thing. Red Bull is fucked.
Yeah, they're not the only
And
ones.
But they're not as fucked as, I mean, Mercedes ain't fucked. They keep finishing both cars in the top 10.
Yeah, Red
getting
Bull is
points.
lucky to get one.
And of course, we got Sainz fucking spinning out in the first lap
I
for
know.
Ferrari.
I
But
know.
damn, did Charles put on a whooping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
it will go to a voicemail.
Yes, it will.
That's what it is. It is a voicemail.
And that's where you can leave a message for
Yep,
us.
you can leave us a message. And of course, we listen to them. And then, of course, if somebody gets on there and they're just fucking going off or whatever, calling us names or whatnot, and we ain't gonna play it. But yeah,
Yeah.
irrespectable, decent. I mean, obviously, you get on there and say, "My fucking God, what the fuck's going on with Formula One or something?" You know, I'll play it. But
Yeah.
you know, if you come on and start bashing us, but well, I don't mean if you're bashing us for the show. I guess I'll play it.
Well,
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's just voicemail. So leave us a voicemail whenever you want, and we will play it live on the show.
we will.
Anyways, we're talking about today Ghostbusters Afterlife. Wait, we got any more news? No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. No, let's just talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife because holy shit.
My God. Oh,
Do you want to go first impressions first?
I loved it.
Oh, I loved it too.
I loved it. And I love the way that there was tidbits from the original 1984 one.
You know what? Tidbits, hell. I mean, fucking
The
Easter eggs.
Yeah, there was a lot of Easter eggs.
Tom's just letting know that the Lakers
Because
are
I'm
not going to the playoffs.
Playoffs. Yeah, NBA's into playoffs.
I know.
Hockey's in the playoffs.
I know.
It's like baseball just started and hockey's finishing and basketball's finishing.
Okay, so
Then when those two finish, football's going to come on. Well, football's already on for the USFL league. But the NFL is going to start shortly after
That starts this weekend, I think.
Yeah. Shortly after after the
I'm not
NBA and Stanley Cup
paying
ends.
I'm not paying attention to the USFL. I'm not going to pay attention when The Rock brings back XFL.
Yeah.
That I've got one season. It's the NFL and college football. That's all I care about.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
I don't. One thing, I've been listening, I guess, real quick before we get into Afterlife. I guess a little bit still kind of. I've been listening to like old episodes of Dell Jr.'s Download. And on one of those old episodes, they talked about how Jr. had done some interviews where he talked about NASCAR really needs to look at, they really should start thinking about shortening races.
No problem.
Actually, that was on the teardown.
No problem, Stoneblades. Thank you for dropping in.
Thank you, Matt. And that is Stoneblades, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going by
Wellington
what's on
Pet
the.
Show.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I realized that after Tom said, "How many? Hey, Matt, how many days till football?"
There we go. See? How many days till real football?
So, I just read the code name. Okay.
Anyways, now I just like fucking. I just. All right.
Oh,
well,
it was the
it
U.S. It was USF.
oh no. Dell Jr. had mentioned that NASCAR needs to think about shortening their fucking races, right? Because or maybe even shortening their season back in the day. Because he mentioned that, you know, when you look at the NFL, NBA, and NHL, those seasons are so long that you don't pay attention to. And it's the same thing with NASCAR season. IndyCar's roughly around 18, 20 races or something right there. Formula One's getting a little too far out there with trying to pull off 23 races. I wish they'd just go back to about 20.
Yeah.
But NASCAR runs 36 races, 26 in what they call the regular season, and then another 10 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Junior mentioned that, you know, what makes the NFL exciting is the fact that it's, well, now it's what, 17 weeks?
Yeah, 17. No,
18 if you count the fucking bye week.
Yeah, no,
18, 19 with bye weeks.
Bye weeks, yeah. 19 with bye weeks, but it's a full 18 weeks.
Oh, I know it used to be 16. Anyways, it's a short season, so when it gets over with, you're wanting more.
True. And that's why they brought like the USFL back.
Yeah, but anyways. All right, let's get into this. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
You know, you think with everybody telling, you know, we hear all the things about, hey, you know, be careful, you know, you mentioned that Chantal had mentioned before that it's a tearjerker.
Yes,
boy, was she not joking.
She was right.
Anyways, Ghostbusters Afterlife is a 2021 American. Hold on a minute. Kim's looking at her phone like, I ain't got this.
No, I'm looking at the phone because I was looking at the chat.
Oh.
I figured you'd drop it to me and I just read it off here.
All right, give me a second while I send it in text. All right. There's an American super. Oh, God. Of course, I can't read this shit with my glasses on. Supernatural comedy film directed by Jason Reitman, written by Reitman and Gil Kennan. It stars Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, and Paul Rudd, and features Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Andy Potts, and Sigourney Weaver, reprising their characters from the earlier films. It is the sequel to Ghostbusters 1984 and Ghostbusters 2 1989, and the fourth film in the Ghostbusters franchise. Set 32 years after the events of Ghostbusters 2, it follows a single mother and her children who moved to Oklahoma farm. They inherited from their estranged grandfather, Egon Spangler, a member of the original Ghostbusters. Anyways, it cost $75 million to make, and it garnered $197.4 million in the box office.
Yes, it did.
Wow, if you think about it, it's really awesome because we're still in the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It was screened unannounced on August 23rd, 2021 during the 2021 CinemaCon event in Las Vegas. It was released in the United States November 19th, 2021 after being delayed 4 times from an original July 2020 date due to COVID-19 pandemic. The film received mixed reviews from critics who praised the performance of the cast, Reitman's direction, and a respectful tribute to Ramis, and its nostalgic tone, but criticized its screenplay and excessive fan service. Okay. All right, let's get in the plot, Kim.
I disagree with that fan service thing because all it did was it tied it back to the original ones.
The fan service was awesome.
I because it
I
tied
mean,
it back.
we all, there's times where, when you think about, like, I mean, we can use Star Wars as an example, all the shit that, we kind of, the throwback shit we got from, well, hell, through parts through the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
parts of the last sequel,
Yeah.
there is awesome giving. I mean, why not give fan service?
Exactly, because not only is it fan service, but it ties it all back together.
I mean, I loved it.
I love that the Ivan Reitman's son, Jason Reitman, directed this movie. Plus, Jason was in the second movie as a guest.
Exactly,
Nice.
Nicole, thank you. Exactly.
Okay, so
maybe I should just throw that thing up, throw it out and say, come on, give Nicole a friggin' invite right now and just bring her right on the show. Anyways,
okay.
Go ahead, Kim.
All right, so I will start reading the plot, and then it's interesting how this movie starts and how it first, I mean, right out of the gate, started tying back to number one.
Right. Okay. So if we're gonna do that, Kim, if we're gonna do that, okay. So we're watching this movie, right? And mind you, it's been probably 15 years or more since I've seen the original Ghostbusters. At least 15 years.
Yeah, I know.
And all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, that was in the first movie." I'm like, "What the fuck? Like what?" I go, "I don't remember that fucking sign."
And it wasn't the sign I was referring to.
No, but I mean, you're just like, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then I also pointed out too that with the hands coming up through, the chair was in there too.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Oh, this will be fun.
Oh, father and son really connected with the movie.
Yes.
Okay.
One thing I want to bring out musically. I caught all of the little throwback tidbits of the original score from the original movie,
Ghostbusters. Man. Yes.
I was like, "Oh, dude, that was in the first one." Okay, that was in yeah. Oh, I was just drooling.
Oh yeah.
Swing. Anyways, go ahead.
In June 2021, Egon Spengler captures an entity in Oculist Ivos Shandor mine in Somerville, Oklahoma, and lures a separate creature to his farm. Egon activates an elaborate setup in his ground, but the power fails and he conceals the ghost trap in his home before being attacked by the creature and suffering a fatal heart attack.
His estranged, financially struggling daughter, Callie, inherits the farm and moves there with her children, Trevor and Phoebe, after being evicted from their Chicago apartment. Trevor becomes infatuated with car hop Lucky Domingo, and the scientifically minded Phoebe enrolls in a summer science class taught by seismologist Gary Gruberson.
Yep.
All right, so the daughter, I mean,
oh wow.
Let's go back to the Chicago apartment scene. She's fucking tapping.
Tapping into electricity.
Sorry, my glasses on the mic, so I'm sure that was loud.
Tapped into the electricity, sitting here rewiring the electricity to the.
Oh my god.
Oh, the neighbor's electricity is down, such and such.
Then my and we're getting ready to get to it. I love the double entendre with the word bar.
I did too.
Because Trevor's like, not even one bar. And then of course mom's like, there better be a bar
in here.
And of course Phoebe chuckles because of the double entendre where he's talking about his damn cell phone and mom's really wanting to fucking drink.
Oh yeah.
And of course mom, again, they are estranged from Egon, so she's got a bad taste in her mouth for scientists.
Phoebe reminds me a lot of Matt at that age. Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, she's definitely definitely the whiz. So Phoebe discovers the farmhouse is haunted. Okay, before we get to that, they pull up and they're looking around. They read the Revelations piece,
which
Go ahead. That was a throwback to
1984 when Winston and Ray were crossing the bridge and he was reading from the Bible.
He was reading from the Bible. He was quoted it.
Yeah, he was quoting the scripture from the Bible as they're going across
And they both
the bridge.
actually were both going back and forth with it, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And then they get to the farmhouse. Trevor pops out great. We have a murder house or something like that.
Yeah. You didn't say that we inherited a murder house.
Oh God. And so then mom looks underneath the mat looking for the doormat looking for a key.
No key.
No key. So she asked Phoebe to come over and pick the lock.
Phoebe, can you come over and pick your grandpa's lock?
And yeah. Wow.
And then Trevor goes exploring and finds all this junk and then comes in and says,
hey,
hi.
Those are classic cars.
I know, but
they need a little work, but they're classic
cars. I know, but he comes in and says, hey, you should see the junk I found out back. And then mom goes, oh, great.
So Phoebe discovers the farmhouse is haunted and the poltergeist residing in it leads her to the ghost trap. Okay, so they really skipped a lot on that.
Yeah, they did.
Because the first thing happens is they had the one at this time when you think it's an earthquake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she finds one of the fucking, oh my God.
Ectometer.
Thank you, Kim. I knew somebody would fucking remember what the hell it was called. I'm like, I don't remember. Dirt farm. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And so she finds the ectometer, and as she's laying on her bed, the ectometer starts lighting up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chessboard falls or crash, gets knocked off.
Yep.
So she sets it back up.
But she sets it back up next to her bed.
Right. Well, no, she said put it back on the nightstand.
Yeah.
And then she moves a piece.
Yes, she does. And then goes to bed. And then the next morning when she wakes up, she noticed somebody else moved a piece. So she moves another one and goes.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. No, there was no piece. She just set it up perfectly.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, yeah, you're right. There was a
piece.
One piece had been moved.
Yeah.
So she set up another piece, and then we were going into town because we're summertime, and Phoebe is going to
summer school, and she calls it.
So let's.
It's so funny what she calls it. Something about the home for delinquents or something like that.
Hector!
Hi, Hector.
So my thing is that, so here comes, after mom talks to the teacher and he comes in, talks to class, rolls in, where you guys only got a VCR here. And I found this really cool movie called Cujo. And I'm like, dude, what kind of summer school is this? Because I've been to summer school a couple times in my life, and I don't remember us watching any cool fucking movies, let alone Cujo.
No, we didn't.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then we'll get to the other one they watched too.
Mm-hmm. So while at school, we have another earthquake, and the science teacher is actually the seismologist guy's looking at the
lab looking at the seismograph.
Thank you. God damn. Well, we're on one. Hey, Big Lovin'. Brady. How's it going, big guy? I hate Siri. That's okay, dude. It's okay to be in and out.
That's fine.
Especially, never mind. I won't go there. The fuck? Really?
My mind just went to the
gutter. Now you just made me know what I gotta get next on the fucking soundboard. You know what that is?
What?
Toilet flushing. That way, when you go to the gutter, like
exactly.
Oh my God. Okay, Kimberly.
What?
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Anyways, when she shows Okay, so
So she shows up to school. She's
Okay,
not
look,
thrilled about watching Cujo. So she pulls
this is
out.
after the earthquake. She ends up going into. Oh
Yeah.
no, she meets podcast.
Yeah, she meets Podcast.
Love the kid named himself podcast because he
Yes, I
has a
know.
podcast.
Yeah. And she goes, "What's that?" And so he explains what a podcast is to
Did
her.
she say what that, or did she just say why do they call you podcast?
Oh, why do they call you Podcast?
I think it's why they call
Yeah.
you podcast.
Yeah. So she asked why they call him Podcast, and then he goes into this thing about having a podcast
And having his own podcast.
Yeah. And this is all in the midst of after the interview that he did with her. Like,
No, it was during. He was actually. Yeah, you're right. He did interview her partially. That's how they met.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after the earthquake, she goes into the teacher's
makeshift
office,
which is
makeshift
lab.
seismic lab, and starts looking at everything. And they start talking. He realizes she's actually really smart and knows her shit. What?
Afraid to say what I'm grilling because it might get Kim in trouble.
Go ahead. Just say it. You grilling some weenies? I'm waiting for the fucking snort. I know it's coming. There it is. They're part of it. There it is. There it is. We got it. There you go. Oscar Mayer wieners. Huh?
I gotta stay on target, but it just derailed. The show just derailed.
What else is new? DB? Who broke Kim?
I did.
You know, this is funnier than hell because the reason why I laugh at this is I go back in time, and I'll tell the story again next week, but we'll sidebar for a minute. I go back into time when I was about ready. I think it was like episode 4 or 5 ish of this podcast. I was doing the Mount St. Helens episode where I talked all about the mountain and everything about it, which was actually the first time I broke away from doing music.
Yes, it was.
Period music.
It was.
And then the next week, you wanted to be on the show because we were listening to that record. So you recorded me. Back then, we weren't doing it live. We were just fucking doing it as is. And you want to be on the show. And then you said, I'll come on once in a while. And then past into the January of the next year, I asked you if I could interview you for the show, and asked you during that show, would you ever consider being on the podcast as a full-time co-host? I'll think about it.
Yeah.
And then within a week, you had wrote up what you thought of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Give it to me. I read it, what you said. And then the week after that, we were recording together.
Yeah, we were.
And you've been on the podcast ever since.
Yep.
And you're like, well, I'm just not really that good at it. And nobody really likes me being on the show. And I'm not that funny. This is the shit. This is the shit I knew would come out of her. This is why, especially when we start going live, I knew it would change the show. Again, I'm gonna bring it up again next week. We do the 4th anniversary bit. What are you laughing at?
Tube steaks.
Well, gotta have a tube for them wieners. water. You got the water? My wiener has her first name is Osear. I know that's a baloney song, but I'd rather just do it. That's a cute steak instead of hot dog. Nobody giggles. She had no idea. Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You sure?
Yes.
You positive?
I'm positive.
Yeah, at least they weren't foot long wieners.
Okay, we gotta go on now.
This portion of Views and Views Pod is brought to you by Wiener. Actually, I should have said this portion of Views and Views brought to you by the letter W. Stands for Wiener. Oh, God.
Okay, we can go on now.
I'll tell you right now. Even though the audio audience, you guys do get to hear this, the thing is, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing her wiping the tears from her eyes and just the constant laughing, flying off camera. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Are you positive?
I'm positive.
You sure?
Yes,
You're composed.
I'm composed.
Well, at least you know balls with them wieners. All right, back to the show. Oh, God. Nope, that's right. All beef weenies. All right, Kim. Where the fuck we were at? Because I have no fucking clue.
Phoebe discovers the farmhouse is haunted.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at.
That's where we're at. And the poltergeist residing in it leads her to the ghost trap, which she shows to Gary and her new friend podcast. Gary, a fan of the Ghostbusters, helps Phoebe learn more about them and her grandfather. He, Phoebe, and podcast tamper with the trap, releasing one of the Gozerian's sentinels that escapes to the mine. The farm ghost leads Phoebe to Egon's underground laboratory, and after revealing himself as her grandfather, guides her in restoring the Ghostbusters equipment.
While testing the proton pack with podcast, she finds a ghost they named Muncher that haunts Shandor's foundry and flees to the town.
Hold it.
Oh, I hit the damn mic again. What?
Okay, so they set these bottles up for her to test this proton pack. Okay, and it's on an old piece of mining equipment. So
He's on a tread.
Yeah, it is. It's on a tread. So podcast sets these bottles up, and she fires them, and then says, "Hey, did I hit the target?" And he says, "Yeah, it disintegrated or something." And then he puts down the goggles with the camera.
See, we used to call it beans and weenies. What the fuck?
I know. We did too. Yeah, we did too. Beans and weenies. Yeah. We
hit the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I've been hitting it all night.
Yeah.
So far.
So beans and weenies.
Yeah. And then they heard the moans or noises.
And then leave it to Phoebe to be just like her grandfather and go exploring where the noise is coming from.
Right.
So then they go in, like you said, to the foundry. The door slams behind them. They're going through this foundry, and then this is where they meet Chomp.
Muncher.
Where where they meet Muncher, and he's sitting here munching through all the pipes.
Why she keeps
And
wanting to
he
call him
also has
Trump.
slime. He's a slime ghost too.
Well, yeah.
So,
Hey, by the way, yeah, which I'm gonna get to here in a minute because, we're gonna talk about that. So, having repaired the Ghostbusters Cadillac Ecto-1's engine, Trevor uses the car to chase Muncher. Okay.
did you notice something talking about him repairing the engine? Did you notice when he tried to turn it so many times they panned back and you seen the one connection automatically go down?
Yep.
And then it
I
started?
caught that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Grandpa was helping him.
Yep. Grandpa was helping him. Grandpa knew exactly what Ecto-1 needed.
So anyway, so they're right here. Okay. But before this, he went hot rodding through the field.
Yeah, he went hot riding through the cornfield.
I mean, who wouldn't want him?
Exactly. It's
I
out in the
would've.
middle of nowhere.
I mean, you're probably gonna get in a lot of trouble later
Yeah.
for destroying somebody's field, but hey, who gives a fuck?
Hey, it might have been it might have been his grandpa's.
All right, you know what, guys? All right, here we go. Next week, I'm on the sidebar right now while she's busted up laughing. Next week, we're doing the 4th anniversary episode. All right. Anyone's invited to come on that wants to come on. You know, anybody. I know I've reached out to a few. We're gonna have at least 3 for sure on, but anybody wants to come on, email me or whatever. Let me know. You can message me if you're on our Discord. You can message me there. You can message me, which I gotta get better at checking Discord. Sorry. I get better at fucking posting shit in Discord. And you can DM us on Twitter. You can email us. You can also DM me on Instagram. Anyways, anybody wants to be on the show, let me know. When I get the link for that show, I will give you a link to the show, bring you in. We're just gonna have a great time. But what I want to see how long we can actually make Kim laugh that night. It is a challenge where I might actually have to cut her fucking mic just so we can talk. But anyways, yeah, anybody wants to come on, or again, you can call us, leave a voicemail. Those will be played live on the show, or they'll be played on the show. You know, whatever you want to do. You can record us a video if you wanted to send a congratulations that way, or even just straight up audio. Anybody, you know, the Red 5 Network people, you can dump it into the Google Drive, and I'm sure I'll get in there and create a straight up 4-year anniversary or 4th anniversary or Use and Views 4th anniversary, and that you can dump those into. And again, we'll play them live on the show. What?
Oh, DV says he thought. Anyway,
Oh, I completely agree. DB, I was worried the whole Egon ghost would end up being cheesy. They hit me. Oh yeah, we'll get there, DB. We'll get there. As long as we can keep Kim from laughing all night, we'll get there. I promise. So, anyways, Trevor.
Hold on. While they're inside the foundry and confronting Munch, she then decides she wants to try and catch this Muncher ghost. So then she aims the proton pack at Muncher, gets him in the protons, and her podcast friend can't put the trap out right. So
what do you think about Muncher biting through the beam?
Oh, I thought it was awesome.
I was like, whoa, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
You know, before all we ever saw was once they got caught, they were caught.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome that he bit through the beam and then he escaped and away he went.
Then he went and fucking wreaked havoc around town.
Yeah.
Which then Trevor Trevor comes a
And-
halt,
uh-huh.
finds them. They jump in the car.
Uh-huh. They go
Podcast is looking around, going, "Holy!" You know, you looking at all this other cool shit that's in the car,
and they're going around town trying to catch Muncher. In the process, they find the seat.
Jump seat.
Yeah,
The seat in the back is a jump seat now.
Jump seat, yeah. To
Which
where
is fucking cool.
and then Podcast goes, oh, this has a gunner seat.
Yeah. Anyway, so Trevor uses the car to chase Muncher with the pair. They capture it and are arrested for damage incurred, and their equipment is seized. Recalling the Ghostbusters telephone number, Phoebe,
which we've skipped over that part. How she got the Ghostbusters phone number is earlier. She was in her room watching the internet.
Go ahead, keep going, Kevin. I'm looking at
Watching the internet and getting to, watching the whole advertisement about if you're haunted or need somebody. Anyway, the whole Call the Ghostbusters commercial that was in the 1984 movie. At the end, they pop up, call the Ghostbusters at this number. So that she writes it down on a piece of paper about that big, rolls it up and keeps it with her. So when she actually is in jail, she says, don't I get one phone call?
Okay, so real quick, at this moment here, this is where Kim got confused. Oh, you didn't. Never mind. My bad. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, because.
All right. Anyways, can I go now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Recalling the Ghostbusters telephone number, Phoebe contacts Ray Stantz for help and tells him Egon has died after Ray Stantz also mentioned that Egon can go to hell.
Yeah. Also, before this part too, before I think it's before she gets the phone call, they're in jail, all three of them, and his crush from the burger hop is in the cell next to him.
You just said booger.
Burger.
Then you went to burger.
Yeah, the
But
burger hop
booger.
that he fell in love with at the just after they moved into town is in the cell next to him, and he says, "What are you in for?" And she says,
"Oh fuck, dude, she was gonna make it like she had a
Yeah.
stash or something in the
hold.
and
Yeah,
then find out she's the
police
sheriff's daughter.
Yeah, the sheriff's daughter. And then she says, "I'm just waiting for my ride."
Yeah. So then she then informs Ray that Egon has died. Ray in turn informs Phoebe of what became of the Ghostbusters after they defeated Vigo the Carpathian, and reveals that after the Ghostbusters had disbanded, Egon had stolen their equipment and moved to Somerville to pursue an unspecified threat. Egon's ghost leads Callie to a wall of detailed notes and pictures he kept of his daughter's life, showing he cared about her more than she thought. And Kim's pointing fingers again, so here we go.
All right. I know one thing we skipped over is when they walked
I'm
in.
just reading.
Is when they walked in the house. Not only was the book stacked up, but Phoebe also noticed numbers. The numbers on the wall.
Okay, yeah, we've got. Well, you're right. I mean, that's part of the Easter eggs, the stacking of the books, like what happened at the library.
But those numbers have significance that we found out later in the movie.
Okay.
Now I don't know. I think it's I think it's just before her mom anyway. Somewhere, I can't remember where it goes, but the three of them end up visiting the
We're
mine.
not there yet. Can we get there
Okay.
before you jump us there?
Okay.
Phoebe, Podcast, Lucky, and Trevor find a Gorzarian temple. Fuck me. Temple within the mine. Exploring further, they discover Shandor is alive in his casket.
Yeah.
And automated proton cannons installed by Egon that hinder Gozer's attempts to cross over. Zool and Vince
Let me see.
Clotho.
Oh.
Chlorotho. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Possesses Callie. And, okay, so
Hold on.
whoa, calm the fuck down.
This is what I was talking about. As Phoebe is, as they're exploring Gozer's temple, she looks up and the same numbers.
You know what? Also, they skip the fucking Walmart part.
Yes, but we'll get to we'll fill them in on that. We'll fill them in on that before we go to the other. But anyway, so
Hey, Joker.
Hi, Joker. So anyway, so if you notice on the wall of this Gozer temple is the same numbers that she's seen in her grandpa's farmhouse. So as they go through these numbers, 1908, 1928 or 1945 up to 1984, each year has a hi Sith Care Bear, hi Josh, has a significant catastrophic thing happen, and it all ties back to Gozer.
Yeah, real quick, we're gonna point this out real quick. Josh pointed out that he got to watch this movie 3 months early at the annual CinemaCon that he got to go to for work. It was presented to us by Ivan Reitman and his son Jason, who directed it. It was very emotional. Yes, sir.
Yes, it was.
We're getting there.
Yes, we are.
And Joker says, full disclosure, he has not seen this movie, so sorry. No hot takes. I only know reviews from friends and other sites. Yeah.
So anyway, so each of those numbers correspond with the numbers at the farmhouse, which there's a catastrophe.
Really?
Yeah. The same numbers that are on her father's farmhouse corresponds with the numbers at the temple.
Now I gotta rewatch it. Anyways,
so then they
okay,
hear
so
this.
I want to point this out. So we're getting to the part where the kids leave the temple in the mine, and all of a sudden, mom and the teacher Gary pick them up from the jail.
Yeah.
Go home. And by the way, Phoebe fucking turned around, fucking turning the damn Proton pack on the sheriff. That's my opinion.
Oh yeah. And her mom had to take it from her and say, "No, we're leaving."
And anyway, so the Gary leaves because he's kind of hot for Callie Egon's daughter, and they go to Walmart. And while we're there, Kim, as the ghosts or as the ball of light or ghosts go in there, says, "Oh yeah, those two are definitely going to be the dogs." And I'm like, really? You're gonna throw that out there right here, right now? I mean, obviously I was already thinking that, but like, damn, Kim, just destroy the fucking movie, will you? Can't shut up during a movie, can you?
Hey,
I'll kick you out of the house next time I watch a movie.
I was not destroying it. I was just pointing out. And then he goes down the aisle and you see the Stay Puft marshmallow packages, and Stay Puft marshmallows come to life. Little mini Stay Puft marshmallows.
Real quick, get the right one here. I feel it really captures the feeling of Ghostbusters. Continues the story and starts something new in a brilliant way. He loved it. Exactly, Josh.
Exactly.
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on.
And so
and Josh also, you can tell, she studied Egon in the originals and played his granddaughter
brilliantly.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. Anyway, so then you hear this. Then this teacher goes to, I believe it's either the dog food aisle or
no. He first goes. He stops to grab some fucking ice cream.
Yeah, and then he goes over and gets some ice cream topper. And then all of a sudden,
that's when the fucking marshmallow bag started moving.
So he looks at the marshmallow bag, and all of a sudden, this little mini Stay Puft marshmallow pops out of the bag.
Another great throwback to the original movie. The first movie. I loved it.
Pops out and
then bites him.
So he goes,
after he pokes him.
Yeah.
I was really, at that point when he poked him, I know it would have been, it wasn't right, but I really wish it would.
I know.
Like
the Pillsbury
Pillsbury.
Doughboy.
I can't do. I haven't heard that one in so long. I
And then as and then
can't do it anymore.
these marshmallows come rolling up on this this robo vacuum cleaner.
Run one of them, one of their buddies over,
So
and then of course you see them go through. They're roasting some of them.
Yep.
They're fucking making some of them into s'mores.
S'mores.
Good God.
And then putting them in a blender.
Then as he's walking through the Walmart, yeah, then we come close to the dog aisle, and there is one of the
one of them that I believe is
one of the Sentinels.
yeah,
Anyways,
one of the Sentinels. Blended gremlin style.
yeah, that's the other thing too. I mean, it was kind of a good throwback to, even a little throwback to Gremlins.
Yeah.
On that part with the blender.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and that's where Gary stops.
Yeah.
And he's actually being nice. I'm like, okay, dude, to start backing up.
But
no, here comes a little Stay Puft marshmallow minis
and
run into them with their little
robo vacuum cleaner,
and they start giggling, and the dog or the Sentinel's head pops out,
and
starts chasing Gary.
Gary starts running back through the Walmart parking lot. The Sentinel comes out, breaks the Walmart door. He hits his car, and then you just see the dog jump in the car, and you know what's happening.
He jumped on the car.
Yeah, he jumped on the car through the broken window, and then you know what happens after that.
Yeah. And then, of course, then eventually the same thing happens to Callie,
the
mom. And, of course, then we get more of our the Easter egg, original Easter egg throwbacks of Sigourney Weaver
saying there is no, well, she says there is no mom, only Zool. Sigourney Weaver says there is no Dana, only Zool.
And then she asked podcast if he's the King Master.
I loved that part. Are you the King Master? No. And then she shoots out the window.
Anyway, so respectfully, so after they are possessed, they and destroy Egon's equipment. That's Gary actually does that.
Yeah.
That's before Mom went running away.
Uh-huh.
Or I should say the evil Gary did that, destroy Egon's equipment.
Yes.
Allowing Gozer to escape. Shandor wakes and pledges his life to Gozer, but is killed nevertheless.
Okay, Joker voice. He said he'll be right back.
The children discover Egon's setup is a trap field at the house.
Yes.
An array of traps buried around the property with supernatural chaos distracting the town. They recover the seized equipment and travel to the mine. Phoebe distracts Gozer. Okay, wait a minute. So they get to the car, Echo One and whatnot, but now the podcast and Phoebe went to go find their equipment. Well, unfortunately, it's behind a jail within a jail, as podcast called it.
Yes.
I love that. And Phoebe mentioned that she could not pick that lock.
No.
And podcast has a great idea of releasing Muncher.
Yes.
Because Muncher likes to eat steel. Which was a smart idea.
Yes.
So they got all the equipment back.
Mm-hmm.
Chase get in the car. And then we get the scene of and actually before that, they also all put on the suits.
Yes.
From the original first
movie.
The
original movie, yep.
And then as they go flying out of the car, it's reminiscent of Ecto One leaving the fire station in New York.
Yes.
Which I love that part too.
Yeah. And then as they're traveling, they travel right by a sign that says Stay Puft, which is another.
Okay, so Kim noticed this. I didn't see it. That was my bad. But then again, when you're watching it first few times, you're really staying on the actual scenes, and you're not really focusing on surroundings of the scenes.
No. Thank you, Josh, for popping in. Have a good evening.
Have a good night, Josh. So they eventually lure Gozer to the trap field.
But before they do that,
hold on. I went too far.
actually, before they do that, when her
Hold
when
on.
the mom
I read down too far, and I thought that's where I was at because I was meant to say with after the town was distracted, they recovered the seized equipment and traveled to the mine. Phoebe distracts Gozer so podcast can capture Zool. Phoebe or Callie freeing Callie and weakening Gozer's physical form.
We missed a whole thing.
They lure Gozer to the trap field, but it malfunctioned and Gozer frees Zool, who possesses Lucky and fully restores Gozer's power. Go ahead, Kim.
We missed because when the mom ended up going up the mountain to see the Keymaster, which at this time is Gary, when she pulls her shirt off, it's a throwback to what Sigourney Weaver wore in 1984.
But it was gold instead of red.
Yeah, it was gold instead of red. So then they meet and get to know each other, and then they both enter the temple, where at that time the lightning comes down and both of them become dogs.
Okay.
Which is another throwback to the original.
Again, I love the whole throwback. I love the whole idea of going back to Gozer.
Do you call a fish without eyes? That's what she was distracted.
Dude, I know when she was trying to distract Gozer. I know that was fucking. I mean,
hilarious.
And then what was that? Are you prepared to die?
Yeah.
And then Phoebe's like, "Are you?"
Yeah.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
I did love that part. Oh my god. So Ray and the other surviving original Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman and Winston Zedmore, arrive to help and Gozer with Gozer after having already killed Egon and Gozer after having God.
Okay, so
anyways, Gozer killed Egon earlier.
Yeah.
That's pretty much seeks to complete their revenge against the quartet for vanquishing them. Supported by Egon's now visible Okay, holy. So Phoebe's trying to attack Gozer.
Yes.
She gets the upper hand on the original guys. And so I love that part where Ray says, "I don't remember it hurting this much." And then Winston says, I do. I love that line.
I do too.
And then you see Phoebe try to attack again, other than actually Venkman is, hey, baby, pretty much is like, we could have had a thing.
We're through.
And Winston tried to shoot her again, and he was like, "Well, that was a good try."
Yeah, we're through. We're done.
At that time, Phoebe does get her proton pack back on. Zap starts hitting Gozer, who then is using lightning bolts and shit, starts pushing Phoebe backwards. Which then all of a sudden you see hands form around
Phoebe,
the ray gun, the proton
pack gun. Yeah.
And at that moment, the tears started coming out.
Yeah, she's uncrossing the streams. Yep, because they crossed the streams.
Yes,
Tom.
thank you, Tom. Yes, you're right. They crossed the streams like an original
one, and she uncrossed them.
That was fucking killer too.
That was.
But I mean, she learned. Obviously, she learned.
She learned.
Just like that point when she asked Ray, "Are you a god?"
And Peter says,
"Ray,
remember."
Remember what you said the last time.
Yeah. And then Ray says, "Yes, I am a god." And then Winston says, "Yes, we all are gods."
Yeah. And anyway, so yeah, once the hands showed up, oh my gosh.
I had it at that point.
Oh fuck.
I lost it. I lost it. I completely lost it at that point.
The tears started welling up big time. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. Because I knew who that was.
I started fucking crying, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what an homage. And then as everybody gets back up, and they're all fighting with Egon helping Phoebe.
Yeah.
Friggin' I love when Winston looks over at and sees Egon, and then they kind of Venkman and Ray do the same thing. Again, it's just welling up inside, because now you've got the ghost of Egon helping with the original Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters.
and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this they couldn't have done this any better.
No.
And then eventually you beat Gozer
Yes, they do beat Gozer.
with the help with Trevor finally getting his proton pack work after Podcast killed all the little marshmallows.
Yeah.
With the taser.
Oh.
And he uses it on the capacitors to give it the most power so they can open up all these fucking traps.
Yes.
They were buried right there in the dirt,
Dirt.
as they call it. As the town people would always call
him
Egon the dirt farmer,
farmer,
because he ain't growing nothing, but he had a farm.
Yeah. And that's what it was he was burying those traps in the dirt.
Right. Well, because he knew he found it. He knew what he found, and no one believed him.
No.
I mean, and even the original Ghostbusters didn't believe him.
No, they didn't.
So
They didn't.
anyway, and of course we did skip one part earlier on, but we'll bring it up in a bit. Anyway, so supported by Egon's now visible ghost, Phoebe battles Gozer with her proton pack. The Ghostbusters help Phoebe restrain Gozer by crossing their proton streams, while Trevor uses his to charge the trap's power source, allowing Callie to activate the ghost traps, capturing Gozer and their minions. Egon reconciles with his family and friends before departing for the hereafter.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yes.
It's fucking affecting me again.
Yeah.
Later, Peter is revealed to be married to. Okay, so then the end credits start.
Yes.
Which, starts. Well, actually, just for the end credits start, you start hearing the original song, the Ghostbusters. You see and
it says for Harold, yeah.
Right, it says for Harold, but before that, you see the shot of New York with the car
going over the bridge.
Actually, that's right after for Harold, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was right after for
Harold. Yeah.
And then the start of the original Ghostbusters song.
Yep.
And then you're going through the credits, and also says with Sigourney Weaver. And at that moment, Barry hit pause, and I'm looking at Kim. She's looking at me like we're going, where was? And all of a sudden, the scene pops up.
Yes.
Where, like I said, Peter's revealed to be married to Dana Barrett, and she is actually using
the shocking machine that Peter used in the first one at the
on his
students.
That shit was funny.
That was.
Then at the end, if you stuck for the end, and mind you, Kim can attest to this, I shut off movies at the credits.
Yes, and I told him to stay.
Well, no, you didn't tell me on this one. This one,
yeah,
we talked about it last night, and I said, anytime we ever gone to movie theaters, my parents, once the movie was over,
yeah,
I don't mean over with the end credits. I mean, once the end credits started, we were out the fucking door.
Yeah, we were.
You guys weren't. Because you mentioned your family stuck around.
Yeah, we stuck around for the credits.
So we had never stuck around, and so my whole life I had never sat there and watched the fucking end credits.
Yeah.
On any movie.
Oh yeah.
Until this one.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing we did.
Yeah, because we got that scene with Dana and Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the very end of the credits.
Yes.
And we mentioned Janine earlier when she came in to find out. To pretty much talk to the daughter and the grandkids for a minute, which was fucking awesome seeing Annie Potts.
Oh, I know.
Still fucking looks awesome.
Yes.
Anyway, so at the end we see Janine speaking with Winston.
Yes.
Anyways, Winston having become a wealthy businessman since leaving the Ghostbusters returns Ecto-1, which he did say, "What have they done to you, girl? I'll take you home."
Yep.
Also, 1 minute, Ray at the bookstore when Phoebe called him he mentions that the old Ghostbusters headquarters have been turned into a Starbucks.
Yes.
Anyways, he returns Ecto-1 to Ghostbusters firehouse, and in the basement, a light on the Ecto containment unit flashes red. Movie over.
Yes.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
So
I'm
wondering maybe if Ray just isn't up to date.
Uh-huh.
I know like on IMDb I saw that they called it a goof. I was almost like thinking that, Peter's doing this thing and Winston became a really wealthy businessman. Even though we find out that Winston is actually taking care of Ray's rent.
Yeah.
For the bookstore. Are they really that in contact with each other?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was really wondering.
Well, yeah. And then the comment that Winston made, I might be a businessman now, but I
always will be
a Ghostbuster.
I love that line.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was great. I mean,
and it was funny.
This could have been
And the other thing that we
This is the best fucking
Yeah.
sequel.
yeah, and it
I
could
mean, damn.
yeah, and it could have been any better because it's like as podcast comes out of Ecto 1 covered in marshmallow.
Oh
the-
yeah, fucking Ray.
Ray comes up and said and asks and tells him that he just defeated something, I can't remember what it was, and then then podcast figures out that Ray's his only subscriber.
Go ahead.
And so and podcast goes, "You're my only subscriber?" And then he says yes, which
And episode 46 is pretty much where everything kind of yeah. So let's go over a little bit of trivia.
okay.
Many of Egon Spengler's favorite snacks make a reappearance in the movie, such as Cheez-It, crackers, Crunch, and the Twinkie.
Twinkie, yes.
The original Ghostbusters 1984, Egon tells Janine he collects spores, molds, and fungi. The collection is visible when Phoebe finds Egon's underground bunker.
Yep.
Ecto 1 gunner seat was used in the real Ghostbusters 1986 and in one of the original Ecto 1 toys, but not in any other original films. Winston, the main driver and mechanic in the animated series, is the most upset at the sorry state of Ecto 1. The Ray tells Phoebe during her jail call that the firehouse he and the Ghostbusters once owned, I just brought that up, is now Starbucks. So I just want to bring that up.
Yep.
The firehouse also has a full-scale replica of the Ghostbusters sign hanging outside of the house,
Yep.
which was donated through a fan-run GoFundMe campaign in June of 2021. Just so everybody knows, in fact, it is still a firehouse known as Hook and Ladder 8 in the Tribeca Triangle below Canal Street neighborhood of Lower Manhattan in New York City. And it has a very large Ghostbusters 2 1989 sign hanging inside. Go ahead, keep talking, Kim.
And then the other thing too is we forgot to bring this up too, but as Phoebe finds the lab, the bars there, the fireman's bar. He put a fireman's bar in there where he just had to slide down the bar to the lab.
Here's an interesting tidbit. To prepare for their roles, Carrie Coon and McKenna Grace were asked to read Violet Ramis Steele's autobiography, Ghostbusters' Daughter, Life with My Dad, Harold Ramis, as much of their characterizations were inspired from the book. Jason Reitman credited Ramis Steele as one of the key persons who gave the blessing to get the sequel off the ground. That's
nice.
Cool.
That's awesome. Just some little bit of information.
And Nicole mentioned it earlier, but we'll mention again that Jason Reitman is the son of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 director Ivan Reitman.
Yep.
In response to this film seeming to gloss over the events of Ghostbusters 2, Jason Reitman said that the second movie is still canon and that it is possible to revisit Viago in a potential sequel.
Well, yeah, Vigo. That's how you.
Vigo. I'm sorry.
Vigo. That's how you pronounce his name is Vigo. I wouldn't be surprised because you don't really know what happened to Vigo either. All you see is at the very end, you see the baby and all 5 of them in a picture. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did revisit it. So
Harold Ramis's likeness was recreated with digital makeup created by Pierre Lefebvre. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And his team at Moving Picture Company Film in Los Angeles, based on his contemporary appearance from the original films. Bob Gunton and Ivan Reitman physically performed the role. Special effects technicians and puppeteers, including Ronald Binion, suit puppeteer for Slimer in Ghostbusters 2016, portrayed Egon's invisible ghost by puppeteering objects and lightings in his house and storm cellar laboratory.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, and the owner of the hardware store is played by celebrity celebrated character actor and playwright Tracy Letts, who is the husband of Carrie Coon.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Nicole. She
Read what she
says,
says.
I've been thinking since the first time I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife that I felt they could do another. Yeah. I mean, they could.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially when you in that scene with the friggin' flashing red light.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. All right.
Yeah.
We left it open.
Yeah.
I was actually excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, the what they did for Harold Ramis
Oh, I know.
is just awesome.
It is. It is.
And I mean, I know we all, as Star Wars fans, we want to rip apart, the I guess the kind of cartoonish Rogue One looking Leia. We also, Tarkin was somewhat okay.
Yes.
But god damn, that one's good.
Yeah, they did.
And the thing is they're going to get as time goes on, technology gets better.
Yes.
It's going to come a time where they're going to be able to do this more often.
Yes, they are.
Especially if you're going to have like sequel to films that include actors who had passed on.
Yes.
And as long as you get the family blessing, you can do it.
Yeah, it sounds like he did get the family's blessing on it.
But damn it, I love this movie. I mean, it is definitely going to be in my repertoire of watching a trilogy now.
Yes.
I'm not really 100% sure about.
Yeah.
About man, I thought you were playing hooky today. Joking, DB.
Yes, I agree, Nicole. They did a beautiful job honoring Harold Ramis.
Oh, God.
Yes, they did. They did.
You guys know I will usually joke around and say, "Oh yeah, my fucking allergies ratcheting up during this fucking movie." But on this movie here, I will fucking admit, I was wiping tears away from my eyes.
I couldn't. Once I knew who that was,
me up big time.
Yeah, once I knew who that was when those hands appeared, I lost it.
And the worst part is we actually knew him. I mean,
yeah,
Shanti had warned us about it.
Yeah.
Early on, and we had been, and we didn't watch we didn't like watch all the other podcasts and stuff.
No.
I will bow out of a show when they start talking about something. When they get to the main topic, if I have not watched it, unless I don't care to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, and really, I kind of regret doing that originally with Dave and Jason on All Things Star Wars, because we did that with Last Jedi. We just watched their show, let them shit on it.
Yeah.
So then when we finally get the DVD or the Blu-ray of it, our expectations for Last Jedi are so fucking low.
Yeah.
That we end up sort of liking it. But we'll get into that one day when we talk Last Jedi. But God, man, what they did for Harold, I mean.
Yeah, I applaud it.
Oh, here, actually, we're going to applaud it. I'll play right.
Exactly. Anyway, and I think the best part of that whole tribute thing for Harold was all through the show. The mom really just had a sour taste in her mouth for her dad. And when she finally figured out that when she went to his laboratory and finally figured out that he had seen her grow up through pictures, it kind of changed her. And then when she came up to hug the ghost, and finally he was at peace and could actually leave the Earth realm.
Here's something interesting. I just want to bring this up. Returning to the franchise in the body of Olivia Wilde, Arjun, pretty much Gozer, wanted to give, anyways, she wanted to give a nod to the original character of Gozer, but still make it unique and new. Getting Gozer right was priority for director Jason Reitman.
Nice.
I'll tell you one thing, when it came up, I'm like,
Was that the same actress?
I was like, okay, wait, this is some hella good. I'm like, goddamn, they fucking CGI this shit.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I remember Gozer.
Yeah, same here.
So it was like, oh shit. But no, I mean, it's really good. I mean, again, it's one of those things where they did a great. Jason Reitman did a great job.
I agree with you, Tom. He said it would have been cool to see Slimer.
Now, wasn't Slimer in the fucking trailer?
I thought he was.
Weren't they chasing Slimer in the trailer? Or was it Muncher?
I don't know if it was Muncher or Slimer, but I don't know who it was. We'll have to watch the trailer again.
I really thought
I thought it was Slimer, but maybe they did Muncher because there's more than one slime ghost out there.
Which I like. I mean, I
Because-
agree with Tom. Yes, I would have loved Slimer to make another appearance because Slimer's been in every fucking movie.
Yeah, I really thought that when I saw the slime drip and that Muncher was going to slime Phoebe and she was going to say, "I've been slimed." That was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, well, or you want to talk about throwbacks to some dialogue? I mean, how about when they're in the ecto car with mom?
Yeah.
And mom said, I can't remember what her mom says, and then Phoebe goes, "I'm a scientist."
Yeah.
Which, boom, took me
Yeah.
right back to the original movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it. It's definitely one that is to be watched over and over.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I mean, boom. You definitely jump into a.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easily a trilogy now,
It is.
and hopefully, Jason does, and hopefully does more.
Yeah, I hope so. Or their attorney. Yeah, that would have been funny to see their attorney too.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah. It was a great fucking movie.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah. And
I
I
did
can
too.
definitely see this is gonna be one of those movies where
Oh no.
what?
You liked TLJ. We gotta talk. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's because my expectations for TLJ were already shot down with Dave and Jason. They made it pretty much said, okay, this movie's shit. Went, okay. So when I watched it as but they also mentioned that if you watch it as a standalone story, if you add it as being the next one after Force Awakens, it sucks.
Yeah.
But if you go standalone story alone, yeah, it's not that bad.
No. It's not. Any other cool things about Afterlife
No, not
that you want to touch on?
No, not that I can see.
Okay.
Besides, again, I hit the fucking phone. Anyways, I recommend this movie.
I do too. I do too. I do. They're not wrong. That's true, Joker. They're not. That is it could be.
No, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, the Afterlife, yeah, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend people seeing it. I mean, if you like the Ghostbusters franchise, this is one that you most definitely would want to watch.
I agree with that. I do agree with that, Kim. Like I said, I think it's a great third installment to the series.
Yeah. Nicole said, "Me third."
Yeah, I mean, and we'll obviously next week we'll talk about we'll when we're doing our 4th anniversary episode, we'll talk about our Star Wars fandom, and
yeah, we will.
Where we love Star Wars to a point.
Yes.
But I didn't go deep dive into all the fucking expanded universe shit.
Yeah.
When everybody was writing fucking books, I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Didn't care to read it.
Oh,
I didn't care for comic books. I was a young father. What do I care about this shit?
Yeah. Well, I
didn't get into all the books and comic books.
Yeah.
Of Star Wars.
Yeah, I had a brother. That was into it.
If it wasn't a movie, at least through 97, if it wasn't a movie that George Lucas put out, had been part of, minus the fucking Ewok shit.
I agree with you.
Sorry, I know a lot of people love those Ewok movies.
I think the Ewok movies just took it too far.
I like this one. Now, just
too.
mind you, I have never seen 2016.
No, I have.
The whole thing?
No, most of the whole thing, yes.
Okay, I've never seen 2016 Ghostbusters, so it is technically on our iTunes because it came free with some. Oh, when movies, I think it was when Movies Anywhere came around.
Care Bears on math.
But yeah, I mean, I've never seen it, you know.
The one time we were out at our friend's house, I did catch most of the movie.
Okay.
Now, I had to go into it with an open mind.
Well, let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Maybe one day after we decide to watch 1 and 2 again.
Yeah, we'll go ahead
and
watch
we'll do those. We'll watch that one.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, I just want to get this out there with the Star Wars stuff. Just so everybody knows, since The Last Jedi, since Rise of Skywalker, I have not watched any of my Star Wars movies. I have not watched one. I have not watched 4, 5, and 6. I have not watched 1, 2, and 3, and I have not watched any of the prequels since.
I know.
Or sequels. I have watched only Mandalorian and Book of Boba.
Yes.
That's all I've watched. So I have not even touched. Matter of fact, A Rise of Skywalker, I don't even been opened yet.
I don't think it has.
But yeah, I've not. We went to the theater once and watched it, and that was the end of it.
Yes.
And that's where it stayed. And I've not watched any of those movies since. Regardless, they come on. And I won't watch them on TV with commercials.
Biting my tongue, LOL.
Anyways. What?
Joker put in there before he put Ewoks Care Bears on math. He says, biting my tongue.
Anyways, but this, in our opinion, we love this movie.
We do.
And it will definitely be in our repertoire of watching over and over and over again.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I'd rather sell all the James Bond movies and just keep Ghostbusters.
Excuse me?
You fucking heard me.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
No way.
Yes, way.
No.
Yes.
No.
Bond is stupid.
Bond is not stupid.
It's dumb.
No, it's not.
It would be fine if it was one fucking actor.
Well, you haven't watched them all, so there.
You're right. Will I?
Probably not. But you can't sit there and say you're going to sell them because you don't know what the other Bonds did. Because you've only watched one and one only.
You do realize, you know why I did that?
To get a rise out of me.
You got it. Anyways, guys, we want to thank everybody for being in the chat tonight. We had fun. We had a blast. See, even Tom agrees with me. See? Anyways, I'm going to change these around real quick. Like I said, next week is 4th anniversary celebration. God, I can't believe we've been doing this for 4 years. And I know I got 3 guests lined up.
Yes, we do.
And those guests are more than welcome to stay for the whole fucking show.
Yes, they are.
We're gonna just shoot the shit, talk about memorable moments, Kim losing her shit over trash and compound and shit like that. See, gotta know the triggers. Gotta know the triggers. What are you, fucking Darth Vader now?
No, but that is a sore subject with me. Just like tire blankets are a sore subject with me.
Okay, well, we're not there. Anyways, later on here at probably, God damn it, here in about 40 fucking minutes, about 40 minutes, Rogue One Radio will be on and live. Make sure you check out Steve, DJ, and Nicole as they talk about episode 2 of Moon Knight. I've got to start watching this series.
Yes.
So I can start watching all these shows. I'll be up with the Red Flag Network friends and also get caught up with Joker Voice's videos. And speaking of Joker Voice,
Yes.
Go on YouTube. Find Joker Voice. Subscribe to his channel. And when we do eventually have him on, we will have him on and we will go over the reason why we say it. And we're going to say it again. And hold on a minute. Let me get that. I totally forgot. Make a new banner. I meant to, but hey, that's why we're doing this shit live.
That's right.
And
I put the hashtag in there, dear.
motherfucker. I did.
No, dear.
No, dear. It'd be really good. All right. That banner. We'll pop that one off. That one. And as Joker Voice always says, hashtag keep talking. Have a great night, everyone. We love you. We thank you all for being here. Again, check out Rogue One Radio. They're going live in less than right around 16 minutes.
And also, don't forget to click subscribe, ding the bell.
Hey, my dude, that's what I get for looking at that watch. I'm sorry, an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah.
My bad.
Again, subscribe. Again, click to subscribe. Click the bell to be notified. Leave a comment below if you enjoyed this, and give us a like on the video.
Right. And hashtag keep talking. The hell was that?
Water.
God damn. Thought the whole fucking house just fucking caved in.
Sorry.
Anyways, until next week, have a great week, a great weekend. Be kind to everyone.
Peace.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Peace, everybody. Good night.
Good night.